Hey everyone, happy belated Chinese New Year and Valentine's Day. Whenever I cook a duck, I usually put it in the Instant Pot, but for Chinese New Year's, I wanted to switch it up and cook a duck that's tender but also has a crispy skin. Most recipes online suggested steaming the duck and frying it after, which took a lot of time and didn't have time for. I instead decided to fry the duck and it was actually pretty good. To fry a duck, either purchase a duck that has already been prepared, or if you buy a whole duck, separate the legs and neck from the body. I did this with this particular duck, but didn't want to show any of the gory details. Wash the duck and make sure to pat the skin dry so that you can get the crispiest skin possible. Next, I made a rub consisting of a tablespoon each of salt, pepper, ground ginger, garlic powder, paprika, cumin, ground nutmeg, basil, and thyme. Mix up the spice rub and rub it all over the skin. Now it's time to fry the duck. Heat up a pot that is big enough for the duck and fill it up with oil. Make sure not to overfill it since the duck itself takes up quite a bit of room, especially when you get a pot that's not quite big enough for this duck, just like me. Wait for the oil to heat up to 350 degrees and put the duck in. I cooked my 5-pound duck for 45 minutes, and if you like your meat on the more well done side, this is perfectly fine. However, I like my duck a little juicier, and if I were to do this again, I may have cooked the duck closer to 40 minutes for a 5-pound duck. As you'll see later on, the skin does seem crispy, especially when scraping a knife against the skin. However, since I didn't have a thermometer that would measure temperatures higher than 300 degrees, the oil wasn't hot enough, and it didn't seem to come out as crispy as I wanted it to. Make sure to flip the duck around while frying, especially if the oil doesn't completely cover the duck. I would also recommend using a thermometer to make sure the duck has been cooked to 180 degrees internally. After the duck has fully cooked, put it on a cooking rack so that the residual oil drips off the duck and the skin on the bottom of the duck stays crispy. Let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes, then carve that bad boy up and enjoy the fruits of your labor. If you like duck as much as I do, I think you'll like fried duck if you've never had it before. Let me know if you try this and how it compares to your normal cooking method for duck. If you know anyone who may enjoy this, please share it with them. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.